The Wise Man and the Shadow of Doubt. In a quiet village nestled between the mountains, there lived an old wise man named Ahir. He had guided the villagers with his wisdom for decades. But what most people didn't know was that Ahir had once been a man plagued by deep self-doubt. One evening, as the sun cast long shadows over the valley, a young man named Rohan came to Ahir, frustration etched on his face. "Master, I feel lost," Rohan admitted. "I doubt myself at every turn. No matter how hard I try, I never feel good enough." Ahir nodded knowingly and led Rohan to a small hut at the edge of the village. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of old parchment and burning incense. Ahir reached into a wooden chest and pulled out a tattered journal. "This," Ahir said, "is the story of my own battle with doubt." Rohan's eyes widened. You are the wisest man in the village." Ahir smiled. "Let me tell you a story." The boy who feared his own reflection. As a child, Ahir was known for his curiosity, but every time he tried something new, he failed. His failures weren't just setbacks, they became the voice of doubt in his mind. He avoided challenges, believing he was not meant for greatness. One day, an old traveler visited the village and saw Ahir's hesitation. "Come with me," the traveler said, leading him to a river. "Look into the water," he instructed. Ahir saw his reflection, distorted by the ripples. "This is how you see yourself. Unclear and uncertain," the traveler said. "But watch." He dropped a small stone into the river, and though the ripples spread, the water eventually stilled, revealing Ahir's face clearly. "Your doubts are like those ripples. They disturb your vision, but they are temporary. If you wait, clarity will come." The 3 trials of confidence. Inspired, Ahir set out on a journey to confront his self-doubt. Along the way, he faced 3 great trials. 1. The mountain of failure. Ahir attempted to climb a steep mountain but fell repeatedly. A wise hermit told him, "Each fall teaches you how to rise." He learned that failure wasn't the enemy, it was a teacher. 2. The cave of echoes. In a dark cave, every doubt he whispered returned louder. "I am not strong enough," the echoes mocked. Then he whispered, "I will find my way," and the cave echoed back the same. Ahir realized that whatever he told himself, the world would reflect back. 3. The bridge of belief. Ahir reached a broken bridge over a deep chasm. An old man told him, "The bridge will form only if you take the first step." Terrified, Ahir stepped forward, and beneath his feet, stones appeared, one by one, leading him across. He learned that courage comes before certainty. Returning as a wise man. Years later, Ahir returned to his village, transformed. He was still the same person, but now, when doubt whispered in his mind, he knew how to quiet it. Finishing his story, Ahir looked at Rohan. "Confidence isn't about never doubting. It's about knowing doubt is just a passing ripple. And resilience, it's taking the next step even when you're unsure." Rohan sat in silence, then smiled. "So I must take the first step?" Ahir nodded. "And then another, and another, until one day doubt will be just a distant shadow." And with that, Rohan stood ready to face his own journey, carrying with him the wisdom of the man who had once feared his own reflection. The end.